All right, guys, Automated Garage back today. 2019 F350, real nice, fully loaded truck we got up here on the lift today. It was actually brought to me just to look it over, check everything out, do whatever I think needs to have done to it. And looked at the brakes. Brakes are about 50% on the front, pretty thin on the back. I said, why don't we just go and do new pads front and rear? But while I was spinning this rotor, I'm gonna show you what I heard here and what I kind of discovered. So you'll notice we are in auto mode. We're not in lock. Axle is occasionally turning. You'll notice here. See, I didn't unlock anything. You hear that noise up in there. So I've had trouble with some of these when they come in just for doing brake jobs and stuff. I notice the same thing, and a lot of times I'll pull this hub apart or pull the hub off, and there's a bunch of pieces of plastic and tabs and stuff broke off of these plastic hubs. So this being a dually, it's gonna be hard to get to the hub, and I'm not really sure if we're gonna deal with the bearing hub here also, but this is pretty wiggly up in here inside the hub. So I'm getting ready to pull this rotor off. We're gonna pull that off and look at that first. These are 21s here now. So what you just do is go through with your extension, have your socket on this side, back those off one at a time. You go to Pound Town on this thing right here to get it broke loose from the rotor. We'll be able to look at the hub and the locking hub real good. And then we'll check the bearing hub out also. All right, we got our adapter off. T25 is what holds your hub assembly on here. I'm sorry for the sunlight glaring off of that floor there. Let me get those out and we'll pull this hub off. All right, hub assembly out. So when you're pulling this thing out, when it's sealed up against this lip, I just take a screwdriver and I just easily tap, and it breaks that seal, and you just give it a wiggle and you start wiggling it all the way out and you have it out. And this thing is super dry sounding, very coarse sounding when you turn the inner part from the outer part here. We still unlocked? Yeah, we're unlocked. Oh, now it's not even turning. Of course, I don't have both my hands. And if you notice in there, we got some little, come on, focus. We got some little BBs laying in here. So that's what was getting all caught up in there. I'm gonna get my magnet. We're gonna get all that stuff out of here. All right, we got our new hub here. And before you criticize me on this, where's it at? Yes, I know their parts are junk a lot of times, but I've used these on these trucks a lot of times, and it's always the passenger side for some reason. I don't know why, and I'll usually catch it when I'm doing brakes on somebody's truck. But you can hear the hub is quiet. We got no playing it, no grinding. There's nothing wrong with that. We cleaned out all in there, got all the metal pieces out. Matter of fact, that whole cup, if you look at my magnet right here, all that is ferrous. So all that was laying in here, and that's the inner little guts of the hub assembly here. So here's the new one. It comes greased up. I did apply grease to that big O-ring there already. Has the new gasket on the back. So now it's just as simple as sliding this in, and you have this alignment pin right here. I'll try to do this one-handed. I'll have to put y'all down for a minute, get it started. All right, the easiest way to explain to do this is stick the hub in just till the splines just engage on the hub here. Turn it real slow while pushing in on the hub, and it'll help it engage it onto the axle. And then all you have to watch for is that pin right here. Make sure it's lined up with one of your holes, and then there you go, it's in there. Put your bolts in. There is a torque spec for this, but I just go till they just feel right, because these are little bitty bolts, they'll break off easy. So I'm gonna tighten that up, and then we'll double check that everything engages right and works correctly. All right, you can see we free spin just fine. Axle's not engaged forward or backwards. We lock our hub, and we are engaged forward and backwards. We're gonna disengage, and we are unlocked again smoothly. No noise, no grinding, nothing. Went in nice and easy. Now, you may be saying, man, you put a Dorman part in here. This is made out of Chinese garbage. That factory 4 one is made out of Chinese garbage. When you look at the two, The construction is exactly the same. Everything that's plastic is plastic on both of them. Everything that's metal is metal on both of them. So when you tear up this Chinese garbage now, this has a lifetime warranty. You just take it out and go swap it out. That one, you can go to Ford and pay like $250 or $300 for one of those. The ultimate fix for this is putting the Warren or the mile marker hubs in here. That's what I like to do. He seldom uses four-wheel drive. This is used for toting a camper all over the country, and they travel a whole bunch. So it's just a big, nice tow pig is all it is. So anyways, got a lifetime hub in here now. That's the cheapest, most effective way to fix this and fix the four-wheel drive, because this probably seldom ever gets put in anyways. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video on throwing a new locking hub in this truck. I was just showing y'all one more thing to look out for when you're doing brakes or working on this truck, or if you by chance hear that grinding noise or feel like that axle is occasionally engaging. Check that hub out. They're cheap. I really think the older style was better on the earlier Super Duties, the 99 through, I guess they went to that style hub in 05, so 99 to 04. I really like that design better. A, it's easier to change. B, you didn't usually have this kind of problem with it, but whatever, Ford changes stuff up. So not a big fan of Dorman stuff. It's a good cheap fix for this. You get a warranty with it if it does happen again, because it probably will happen again. At least you're not buying the part all over again. So give that a try. I just wanted to show that it's a good cost-effective way to do it. I'm a big fan of putting the Warren or the mile markers on there, as I mentioned. So you can check those out also. Some people aren't a fan because you got to get out and lock your hubs in, but whatever. That's what I like as a permanent fix to it. So it's Automatic Garage signing out. Y'all check out all of our other content on the channel here. Y'all like, subscribe, comment. Check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Rumble also. Signing out. We'll holler at y'all later.